Rita, which sentence someone said to you hurt you the most? You don't love me, you never have. Said by my older sister suffering from first-end psychosis last month. I've put my job on hold, my life on hold to look after her. And that's what she said, which broke my heart. I've given everything up for her, and I have nothing more to give, and that's what she came at me with. Psychosis is so hard. It's even harder when they refuse to accept something is wrong and refuse all hell but accept the basics to stay out of hospital. She thinks she's fine and is only doing as the doctors ask to stay out of hospital. You're just going to have to accept that you're not going to do as well as everyone else in life. A teacher, in front of the whole class, when I failed a test when I was 12 because I misinterpreted a poorly worded question. Took me a long time to realize that I'm not a waste of time and space after that, but it's back right when I was on my most significant point when it came to educational development. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on, Miss Daniels, if you were still alive. In an argument with my girl, I forgot what we were arguing about. She threatened to get an abortion. She is carrying my child. And I almost broke down at work. She has only done it once. And everything is starting to get better between us. I also think she lied about taking the Plan B I paid for. Before anyone starts, she has dealt with a lot of trauma in the past. And I've been the only decent guy in her life. Even when she doubts my intentions. I've posted before about it. But in 2009 my fiancé of 36 hours passed away from a pulmonary embolism. As she was in between seizing, she said, "Oh God, don't let me die." I told her to knock it off. I wouldn't let her die, and kept going on CPR, trying to talk paramedics in. She didn't mean for it to be hurtful, but almost 15 years later it still hurts. I love you, Lindsay. I'll see you again, but have more life to live first. My mum tearing up the beautiful Mother's Day card I bought and wrote for her, right in front of my face, and telling me she doesn't believe in pagan celebrations. She's a Jehovah's Witness. Really hurt, more than I realized it would. Still remember it up to this day. I'd never do that to someone. I love her. It just upset me. Girl on a dating app told me to go grow some hair. I went bald early due to mental health and work-related stress, and had been struggling with my body image for years, so that was a punch to the gut. I quit dating apps completely after that. I can see myself getting married and having kids with her. I could never see any of that with my ex about the woman he dated after me. We had decided to be friends, but it didn't work. He had been with her roughly a month at the time, and we dated for over a year. Maybe you shouldn't smile, you know. It really hurts because I know my smile is horrible due to my teeth, but it get me depressed thinking about it every fucking time. It's one of the things that turned me into this antisocial, sad-looking, awfully quiet asshole. 3 years looked me in the eyes and said, "I never loved you like I loved my ex." It shattered my perception of our relationship and left me questioning everything I thought I knew about love and trust. "I don't love you," my sister had said when we had a stupid argument. Even though I take care of her every day, be with her in tough times, and didn't do nothing annoying, she said she doesn't love me. After that sentence, I cried a lot in my room, like a baby. One time at school, I saw a girl crying in the hallway, and I kindly asked her what's wrong, if she is okay. She screams, "Go away from me. You are ugly and you have warts." Made quite an impact on me when I was younger, but now I'm totally over it. "We've got a lot on at the moment. Was the response from my mum when I told her I was pregnant. I was married and had my own home. Didn't rely on her for anything, and she was too busy for me to have a baby. You thick and this dress doesn't suit you. You have to give to your sister, she's skinnier." Maybe it's been 11 years and I still didn't moved on. I born as a curved girl, but being curved here is like a crime. While I was having a miscarriage, the doctor in the asked why I was crying. He said it's not like I can't have another baby. He told me to wait a couple of months and try again. Insensitive bastard. I'm not sexually attracted to you anymore. I only have sex with you because I like it when you are sexually satisfied. by my now ex-girlfriend with whom I was in an open relationship. I don't want him. I never wanted him. My dad when my parents were getting a divorce, and I was in the hallway with my grandma. Things didn't go his way in the courtroom. I was 9. I don't think anyone will ever really care for you outside of how useful you are to them. This was told to me by my only girlfriend back in high school, and she was right, lol. The sentence that hurt me the most was said to me by my best friend at the time. I was only friends with you because your parents have a huge house and drive a cool car. I remember when my uncle said to me in front of the whole family, "You are not as intelligent as your other siblings." I was 14 at that time, and those words cut me deep. "I'll always love you, but I'm leaving you to work for SpaceX." A fact that we had just went window shopping for baby strollers 2 days earlier made it worse. I have needs too when I found out that my ex had started dating their friend 6 days into our separation. We were in couples therapy for 1.5, almost 2 years. What comes to my mind and I don't know whether I really love you or I just like all the things you do for me, said by one Y girlfriend I had before leaving me. My father died by suicide in 2007. And in his letter to me he said that the best part of his death was he no longer had to acknowledge we share the same DNA. You let yourself get upset. 6-year-old me. Since then I've not been able to feel feelings organically. It only happened when I'm safe away from people. Well, not the worst thing, but I was looking for work and my friend at the time that there are work at my place, that you would probably mess that up. My mum and I were arguing when I was 8. And she told me during it that she loved my sister more than me. That one stuck with me since. I was diagnosed with a disease at 15. And my grandma said I must have done something wrong in the eyes of the Lord. Broke my brain. Was like that a lot and I moved from there. People like to put people down there a lot. Not good. Learn to be happy. Said by my best friend after I lost someone I love, and I told her that I was sad. After my sister died and I was very upset, someone told me she wasn't even my sister. She was adopted. "I'm going to kill you," said by my mum when I was 4, right before she tried to kill me. After my wife died, I doubt you two were still in love. Just got used to each other. That came a comment from your family member when you told them your achievements. I was one of the many victims of "I love you, but I don't like you" as a child. You're the worst person in the world. That's why God gave you miscarriages. Shut up. You're not important. You're not part of this family.